My stepchildren locked me out of the Airbnb to have a real family night, so I canceled the key code and slept like a baby in a hotel across town. Hello everyone, welcome to Reddit Visuals. It's insane how fast people can turn on you the moment they realize you're no longer useful to them. Anyway, I'm Rick. I'm 42. Been married to my wife, Carla, for just over 5 years now. She has 2 teenage kids from a previous marriage, Ryan, 17, and Zoe, 15. When I met them, they were polite, sweet, and shy. Honestly, I thought, I'm walking into a ready-made family, and this is going to be something special. I never had kids of my own. Long story short, my ex couldn't have kids. And by the time we split, I was almost 40. So when Carla and I got serious, and she introduced me to her kids, I felt, don't know, hopeful again? Like maybe I hadn't missed the boat. I went all in. I paid for Ryan's summer soccer camp the first year I met him, bought Zoe a laptop for school when hers broke, took them to amusement parks, hiking trips, movie nights, everything I thought a good stepdad would do. I never asked them to call me dad. I just wanted to be there, a support system, someone they could lean on. I was careful, respectful. I didn't want to be the evil stepfather stereotype. And Carla? She told me she appreciated me every step of the way, said she'd never seen the kids so happy, that they finally had stability. But over the years, something shifted, slowly, subtly, and I didn't notice until it was way too late. It all blew up last month, during what was supposed to be our relaxing family vacation. We booked a week-long trip to Colorado, just the 4 of us, in this gorgeous Airbnb cabin overlooking a lake. I'd paid for the whole thing, from flights to food to the car rental. Carla had suggested a big blended family trip before the kids went off to their school camps. I agreed immediately. I thought it'd be a chance to really bond, a last hurrah before Ryan turned 18 next year. We flew out on a Sunday. The first few days were fine. I cooked most of the meals, did the grocery shopping, and made plans for activities. Carla was relaxed. The kids seemed distant, but I chalked it up to teen stuff. You know how it is. Headphones, TikTok, rolling their eyes at everything. I wasn't expecting hugs and high fives, but there was this coldness I couldn't quite put my finger on. By day 3, I started feeling like an outsider. It was subtle at first. They'd go out on walks without telling me. Carla would laugh at something they said at dinner, and when I asked what was funny, she'd just say, "Inside joke." I'd suggest a board game night and get met with groans, suggest a hike and they'd claim they were too tired. But then I'd find out the next morning they'd gone out for late-night ice cream while I was asleep. Still, I tried to shrug it off. Told myself, you're just overthinking. They're teenagers. They need their space. That Thursday night, though, everything changed. I had gone into town to pick up some firewood and a bottle of wine Carla mentioned earlier that week. Just a quick 30-minute errand. When I came back and punched in the code for the Airbnb door, nothing. I tried again. Error. I figured maybe I'd miskied. Tried again. Denied. Pulled out my phone to check the booking app. Guess what? The key code had been changed. Confused, I knocked on the door. No answer. Knocked harder. Then I texted Carla. Me. Hey, I think the code got messed up. Can you check it? No response. Waited 10 minutes. Knocked again. Still nothing. Finally, I called her. She didn't pick up. I'm standing there in the dark with grocery bags and firewood listening through the door, and I can hear music playing inside. Laughter. Voices. And suddenly I realize I'm locked out. On purpose, I froze. My heart started pounding, and I could feel this cold, sick weight drop into my gut. Then I heard something I will never forget. Zoe's voice. She laughed and said, "It's just us now. Real family night, finally. Real family night." It was like someone dropped a brick on my chest. I didn't even try knocking again. I just turned around, walked back to the rental car, and sat in the driver's seat in total silence. I must have sat there for 15-20 minutes, just processing, replaying every moment from the last few days. The side eyes, the whispered jokes, the cold shoulders, the inside jokes I wasn't part of. They'd planned this. They waited until I was gone, changed the code, and then celebrated that I wasn't coming back. I started the car, drove 10 minutes down the road, and checked into the first hotel I found. It wasn't fancy. It didn't matter. I got into bed, opened that wine, and drank straight from the bottle. And let me tell you, I slept like a baby. Not because I was at peace, but because I was done pretending. The next morning I checked my phone. 5 messages from Carla. Where are you? Are you okay? Come back, we didn't mean to lock you out. It was just a joke. A joke? I didn't reply. I had breakfast at the hotel, took a walk around the nearby lake, and then I did the pettiest, most satisfying thing I have ever done. I logged back into the Airbnb app. Because here's the thing, the account was in my name. And guess what? I changed the code again. Then I sent Carla a message that said, "Don't worry about me. I've moved out for the rest of the trip. You 3 have your real family night. I'll be across town having a real vacation." She didn't reply for hours. Later that night, I started getting messages from Ryan. "Dude, what the hell? We can't get in now. It's pouring out here, come on." Zoe followed up with a text that simply said, "So immature. You lock me out of my own rental, mock me behind a door I paid for, and I'm the immature one?" I didn't reply. Instead, I ordered room service, watched a movie, and slept even better than the night before. By day 3, Carla finally called me. Her tone was less apologetic and more defensive. "Rick, you're being dramatic." I told her I was done playing the third wheel in my own marriage. She said I was overreacting, that the kids were just being playful and testing boundaries. I said, "They're not toddlers, Carla. They're teenagers who locked me out of a cabin I paid for and laughed about it. That's not a prank. That's a power play." Then I said something that shocked even me. "I'm going to finish out the Airbnb. You 3 can go home early if you want, but I'm done pretending we're a happy blended family." I hung up. The next morning I got an email from Airbnb. Carla had tried to file a complaint saying she was evicted from the property. I submitted screenshots of the texts, the original booking confirmation, and receipts. Airbnb sided with me. She and the kids left that afternoon. I stayed the remaining 2 days in total solitude. Took long walks, grilled steaks, called my brother, read a whole novel. It was the first time in years I felt like I could breathe. When I got home, Carla wasn't there. She'd gone to her sister's place with the kids. She sent me a long email saying she needed time to think, and that what happened hurt her deeply. No apology, no ownership, just guilt-tripping. I replied with a single sentence. "Let me know if you ever decide to be in a marriage where your partner isn't treated like a stranger in his own life." That was 3 weeks ago. She still hasn't responded. And me? I've been talking to a lawyer, not for divorce. Yet. But for a post-nup agreement. Because if this woman thinks I'm going to keep playing stepdaddy and bankroll to 2 kids who treat me like dirt, she's got another thing coming. Funny how quickly people remember you're part of the family when the credit card gets declined. But for now, I'm enjoying my peace, my space, my own front door that no one's locked me out of. Was I the a-hole for canceling the code and leaving them outside? What would you have done? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this story, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow.